if you didn't have a mobile strategy in place, how are you going to reach your target demographic when the younger generations of today, this is where they can be found and reached. So if you want to continue communication with them, you need to be having a mobile strategy in place that you can open up this channel for you to continue that engagement with your target demographic. I love this question. Why is just doing an iPhone app or Android app not a mobile strategy? Okay, I want a car, okay? I'm going to go to a local dealer and buy a car, but they say to me, well look, it's just got wheels and seats. Well, okay, well what about the engine? Okay, well yeah, you don't need an engine because you can just push the car down the hill and it will go. Okay, well what happens when I get to the bottom of the hill? How do I get up the other side of the hill? So, you can't just look at iPhone or Android apps. You have to consider the whole ecosystem, all of the different possible features and subsets of those features that are available to you on the mobile phone, and really understand which of these areas are best utilized for you to communicate or continue that engagement with the people that you're trying to reach, your target demographic. So you have to consider everything. So mobile web, apps, SMS, instant messenger services, anything and everything, you really do have to consider. And you only got to look at examples like Coca-Cola. Their most successful feature on a phone that enables them to engage with their customers is still SMS. So it's funny how such a renowned brand as Coca-Cola, still SMS is where it's at for them. And obviously that's very different to, say, like media owners such as The Guardian or The Telegraph or The Sun, where it's all about mobile internet and applications. Yeah, I mean, a mobile site is essential to a long-term strategy, just no different to a website is. You need that foundation to build from, and just as we do today in the online world, we have a website that has our company information on there, our details, or it could be that it's a direct-to-consumer website where we have services on offer. Well, it's no different on mobile. Again, this is where we have the difference between online and mobile, and that's very much that online is essentially mainly 2 or 3 browsers, arguably 4, and they're all of the same size. They pretty much all do the same thing. It's the same screen size resolution. So the experience from one to the next, and I know some techies might argue differently, is relatively the same. However, on mobile, we have thousands of different devices that all deliver different experiences, that have different screen resolutions, they come in different sizes too. So you have to tailor the content and information that you provide to them so that it delivers the best user experience to that device. Otherwise, you're in problem of delivering an experience to them which is not rich, it's not engaging, it's not user-friendly, and you're at risk of losing that customer. You need to understand where you fit within the ecosystem. What kind of publisher am I? What kind of media owner am I? What kind of service provider am I? And there's different ways that you can be considered in the mobile advertising space. And what I mean by that is there's a specific place for social media owners. There's a different place for news and information owners. And you really have to understand that what the advertiser needs to get from you and what kind of demographic that you have that is of relevance to them. And so in knowing that, you know how you can monetize your inventory properly with the advertisers. Ultimately, it comes down to one thing: create an excellent user experience. Because if the user experience is brilliant, it's fluid, it flows, it just works without thought, then the user is going to embrace that as a channel where they can engage or consume content that you're pushing to them. As soon as you break that fundamental basic element around the user experience, then the process stops working.